Okay, perfect. So, first of all, I would like to welcome all to this particular webinar on, you can treat it as a demo on SAP FICO course that we are starting from mid of July. We'll talk about that in more detail. So, what we are going to discuss here is we are going to discuss how by mastering the SAP FICO skills, okay, and following the sessions properly, you can become a successful consultant, which is not only from the theoretical point of view, but you are also ready from the job perspective, right? So over the next few minutes, we will discuss that how this training will help you to get the real-time configuration expertise, will help you understand the project-based scenarios, and how our optional internship program will help you to launch your SAP career. Right. So before I go into the detail of this particular course that we are talking about, let me start giving a small introduction about me. So my name is Vikram. I have around 15 years of experience in SAP consulting. When I started at that time, uh, the product which was there in SAP was SAP ECC. So I started with learning SAP ECC. I worked on some projects on SAP ECC itself, and then slowly I got the chance to work on SAP S4 HANA. So, SAP S4 HANA was launched in 2015. It is already 10 years now. So, if you go to my YouTube channel and search for maybe SAP S4 HANA, or you can go through my oldest video, you will find that many videos were created during that time when there were very few trainers available in the market. So I can definitely say if you search for any SAP S4HANA related videos on the YouTube, any of the YouTube channels, you will find most of the videos during that time. Okay, maybe 8, 9, 10 years old videos you will find are recorded by me. So I am taking these trainings on SAP S4HANA from last 10 years. Even before I started taking the trainings on SAP S4HANA, I was taking the trainings on SAP ECC also. But at that time I was associated with some other institutes, and that is the reason the recordings you will not be finding on my YouTube channel. So in this 15 years, I worked with various different companies. Okay, so I started as a junior consultant, then I slowly moved as a consultant, senior consultant, project manager, solution architect, and even today also, I'm not only into trainings, I'm also working in the consulting domain. So from last few years, around 5 years, I started my own consulting firm, which is Pravik Technologies. And there also we are providing the support, or you can say we are doing a lot of different projects on SAP S4HANA. Right. So that is just a quick introduction about me. So overall around 15 years of experience in consulting and around 10 to 12 years of experience in providing these kind of trainings. From the modules point of view, I started with SAP FI, then slowly I learned SAP CO, then I understood as a solution architect, I was working on different projects where SAP FI and CO was not enough. So I learned MM, SD, lot of integrations, and then the advanced modules like SAP FSCM, SAP TRM, SAP RAR, SAP Central Finance. So on our website, that is Gaurav Consulting, you will not be able to only see the courses related to the basic SAP FI and other courses, but you will be also able to see the advanced courses that we take, which I just now named. So CFIN, RAR, FSCM, these are also some of the areas where I have worked on the projects and I provide the trainings. Now, coming to this particular thing, SAP FICO. So over the next few minutes, I will focus only on SAP FICO. And let me please clarify, when I say SAP FICO, normally this means FI in detail and basics of CO. So whenever you will see the opportunities as SAP FICO consultant, most of the time that means the consultant with good expertise in SAP FI and the the basic understanding of SAP CO, but it totally depends upon the company is looking for how many years of experience. So if a company is looking for, let's say, less than 5 years of experience, they definitely mean that they are looking for a consultant good in FI and knows the basics of CO. But when you go beyond 5 years, companies are not only expecting FI, but they are also expecting some advanced scenarios in CO. And if a company is only looking for the CO in detail, someone who is having advanced knowledge on SAP CO, then they normally post the job as SAP CO consultant. They will not confuse you with FI. They will specifically say SAP CO consultant. So please let me tell you very clearly, when I say SAP FICO course, this course is going to be the SAP FI in detail course and basics of CO. Basics of CO means if you are already aware about the terminologies of SAP, in CO we cover cost center accounting and profit center accounting. We don't cover the advanced topics like product costing, COPA, material ledger. All these things are not part of our course, right? So now over the next few minutes, I will tell you what you can expect out of this course, why you should go for this course, who is the right audience to enter into this SAP FICO consulting. Okay, the objective of this maybe 1 hour of webinar is to be very, very clear at the end of the session what you can expect out of this course and what you should not expect out of this course. Not only this course, what you should expect as a SAP FICO consultant, and what you should already know that whether you are the right person to go for SAP FICO as a career or not. So let's get started. First of all, for those of you who don't know SAP, just a high level, I will just take 1 minute. So SAP is in world's #1 ERP software. Okay, what is ERP software? ERP means a product or a software which allows to integrate all the different departments of your organization. Okay, what are organizations? There are manufacturing companies, there are chemical companies, there are retail companies. Take one example. Okay, take an example of a manufacturing company. In a manufacturing company, how many departments we have? We have a purchase department, sales department, production department, quality management department, plant maintenance department, finance department, management accounting department, right? Treasury department. So there are different departments, HR department, sorry, I forgot, HR, payroll department. So there are many departments in the organization. And what a normal small company do? Small company will purchase different software. One software for finance, one software for purchase, another software for sales, fourth software for HR, fifth software for payroll, right? So smaller companies normally they go with small different softwares. But bigger companies, they don't go for different softwares, rather they go for the ERP software. So ERP software means one single software which has all these different departments, like all the different departments of the organization can work in a single software. It will help the companies to set up the processes of all the different departments, generate the different reports of all the departments from one single software. So that is normally called as an ERP software. So SAP is not only the ERP software. There are a lot of other ERP softwares also. SAP, Oracle, Microsoft. There are big companies who are developing these softwares. But SAP is a world's #1 ERP software. So it is crossing Oracle, Salesforce. Okay, in the old days we were using JD Edwards. We were using even today Microsoft. So those are the other ERP softwares, but SAP has more market share compared to the other ERP vendors. And because it is world's #1 ERP software, it is used by 90% of the Fortune 500 companies, which means very big companies all over the world. Okay, I'm not only talking about India, I'm not talking about US, I'm not talking about Europe, Middle East. You name any country, and in that country you name big companies in any industry, you will find that SAP is being used by those companies, right? And it is, as I told you, it manages the business operation and customer relationship for all the different departments of the organization, right? So that is about SAP. Now, coming to why a career in SAP consulting, why you are here. I'm talking to those guys who are completely new. If you are already experienced, then definitely this slide is not for you. You already know this. So if you are new to SAP consulting, if you are completely new, you don't know much about SAP, but you heard somewhere that SAP consulting is a good thing to go. So you might have heard one of these uh, benefits of starting a career as a SAP consultant. Number one, high salary potential. SAP consultants are amongst the highest paid IT professionals. Okay, if you have anyone in your network, definitely when you are here in this webinar, definitely someone has recommended you to go for the SAP course, build a career in SAP consulting. So you have seen yourself that the people who are already in SAP consulting, they are getting much higher salaries compared to the other IT professionals. Global opportunities, many of you might have seen in your network that people are traveling. Sometimes they are in Europe, sometimes they are in US, sometimes they are in Middle East, because SAP is being used all over the world. And another good thing is, if you are from India, you will find in most of the projects all over the world, you will definitely find some Indians are working on that project. Okay, right? Because India is a big market when it comes to the IT professionals, not only SAP, but all the IT professionals you will find all over the world. They are working on different projects, and SAP is also one of that. So many times when you are working as a SAP consultant, if you are working with the big companies, definitely they are taking the projects in US, they are taking the projects in Europe. So both options are available. If you want to move permanently into other countries, that is also possible with SAP consulting. And if you want to work with an Indian company, but you would prefer a short-term travel, that is also possible with SAP, right? So even today also, you can go to LinkedIn or any of the job portal and try to find the opportunities in SAP FICO all over the world. Everywhere you will be able to see a lot of opportunities are available. Career stability, because the demand is never ending. Demand of SAP consultant is constant due to enterprise software dependency. All the companies are dependent on the software that they are using. When big companies are using SAP software, they definitely need the people to manage their software. Growth opportunities, same thing, because there is huge demand, because there are global opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities available for the growth also. So more you learn, more you specialize, more certificates you do, you will be able to take more leadership roles, right? So if you really want to grow in SAP, it is not like you took one course, you started as a career and forgot to learn new things. Definitely not. SAP allows you lot of things to learn. So even today, after 15, 17 years of experience, I cannot say I know everything in SAP. And even today, I cannot say that, okay, I don't have anything to learn. I don't have anything to grow. If I want to grow today also, there are a lot of things which I would learn and grow. Okay, just for example, for those of you who are connected with me, I'm also starting the course on SAP S4 HANA Public Cloud, which is something completely new, because that is a thing that I learned in last 1 or 2 years when I started working on those projects. So there are a lot of learning opportunities. More you learn, more you will grow. More certificates you will do, you will be able to take more leadership roles, right? So there is a growth opportunity for next 10, 15, 20 years. Okay, even after that, we don't know. But looking at the current situation, definitely for next 10, 15 years, it is going to be the constant growth. Future proofing your career, because SAP S4 HANA and SAP Cloud solutions are expanding rapidly. SAP is bringing a lot of new things. So if you keep learning those new things, you are definitely going to be in a big demand in the market, right? So that is the reason why you should think about going for the career in SAP consulting. And specifically, why SAP FICO? So because the session is for SAP FICO, I'm only going to talk about SAP FICO, but it doesn't mean that SAP FICO is only the good module in SAP. If you want to go for SAP MM, SAP SD, SAP FICO, SAP ABAP, SAP HANA, SAP Fiori, there are n number of things which are available in SAP and it totally depends upon what is your current background, okay, and what is your interest. These two things are important, right? For example, if you are good in coding, if you already know some languages like Java, .NET, okay, maybe Python, and you love coding, then you can go for SAP ABAP, because in ABAP it is all about coding. Similarly, if you are coming from the purchasing background and you love working with the purchasing colleagues, you want to support the purchasing team, then you can go for SAP MM. If you are from the sales background, you want to deal with the sales guys, you know a sales process very well, you want to help the customers implementing SAP sales module, you can go for SAP SD. Okay, similarly, if you are from someone who is good in accounting, or you have just completed your BCom, MBA finance, CA, okay, in short, if you have a background with financials, okay, financial accounting, management accounting, then you can also consider your career as a SAP FICO consultant. So SAP FICO is normally recommended for those guys who have a good background. If not a background, at least the interest, because I can also show you multiple examples. Even my example, I'm not a BCom, I'm not MBA finance, I'm not CA, I'm not ICWA, but still I'm doing good in SAP FICO. Why? Because I have the interest. When I was learning, when I was in my college days, I was not knowing much about finance. But when I entered into the industry, my first job, I realized actually I love accounting. Okay, and that is the reason that has been the interest. So I started my career as a SAP FICO consultant. So it is either the interest or your background. Okay, so if you are interested or if you have a good background, you can definitely become a SAP FICO consultant. Right? So every module in SAP, MM, I'm not saying FICO is the only good module in SAP. Depending upon your interest, depending upon your whatever is your background, SAP FICO can be good if you have the interest in accounting. So it is a core functional module. You talk about any industry. Okay, you talk about manufacturing industry, retail industry, you talk about automation industry, you talk about, let's say, chemical industry, you talk about telecommunication industry. Is there any industry, even banking industry, is there any industry where you say, no, I don't want finance, I don't create balance sheet and profit and loss in my company? Definitely not. Every customer, irrespective about the industry, they at least use one module in SAP, and that is SAP FICO. That is a basic thing. Okay, in addition to that, definitely there are two other modules which every company will use, that is purchase and sales. Without purchase and sales, you cannot do anything. So SAP FICO, SAP MM, SAP SD, these are the core modules in SAP which are required by each and every company. So if a customer is implementing SAP, there are 100% chances that they are implementing SAP FICO. So they will have a high demand of the SAP FICO consultants. So high demand globally, it is recession proof. Why it is recession proof? Because SAP is a software that company is using. Even if there is a recession, they will not stop using the SAP system. Instead, they will try to make it more effective. That is exactly what has happened at the time of COVID, just for example. Right? What companies have done? They have tried to make it more automation so that the processes are executed even without any dependency on the people. Because at the time of COVID, people were not available for performing the jobs. So they were planning to make everything automated so that even if the people are not available, the systems are working. Right? So it is a recession proof. It is going to directly contribute to the critical business operations. And for us as the learners, it is easy to learn. SAP FICO is easy to learn if you have basic understanding of accounting and interest. Okay, there are two important things. Now, if you are saying, okay, I have done my BCom, I have done my MBA finance, but I am still not very good in accounting. I don't even know the basics. That is our part to cover. So normally when we train, we don't directly show you the SAP screens. We first explain you the basics. Okay, there are hundreds of chapters you have gone through in your BCom, MBA and all. So we are not saying that you need to revise each and everything. but whatever are important in SAP, in the SAP terms, those are definitely we are going to cover that. Okay, but at the same time, it is very important if you are becoming the SAP FICO consultant, you should have a very good hold on accounting. Okay, so whatever is mandatory part, we will cover during the course. But in addition to that, whatever you have learned in your graduation, post-graduation, it is very important to refresh that, because as a SAP FI consultant, you are going to use those terminologies, debits, credit, balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow on day-to-day basis. Right? So either you already know that or you have the interest to learn that. It is easy to learn, easy to implement and scale into the consulting role compared to the niche technical modules. Okay, compared to ABAP, compared to basis, if you're not coming from the technical background, you will find it difficult to learn. But at the same time, if you are already good in technical skills, you will definitely find ABAP and other things to learn faster. So it is simple, interest and your background. Who should join this particular course that we are talking about, or who should think about starting a career as a SAP FICO consultant? Definitely the finance professionals. So CA, MBA, Finance, BCom. But as I told you, it is not only for them. There are many examples. Even my seniors, I can show you BTech, BSc in what is that? There are some medical terms. So even I can show you many examples who are coming from the medical background and they are SAP FICO consultants, right? CA is treated as the most in demand, right? Many people they go for this CA course, or they want to become a CA even after failing 2, 3, or 4 times. But still, I have seen many CAs who are already doing good in their industry, but they still learn SAP because they feel that learning SAP is also helping them in doing their job well as a chartered accountants. Right? There are many consultants who are chartered accountants and then SAP consultants. So looking at this example itself, you can know what is the power of SAP FICO. SAP end users, if you are already working as an SAP end user, definitely you will grow in your career if you learn SAP consulting. There is an added advantage because if you are already SAP end user, you already know a lot of SAP screens. You just need to understand how it works in the background. If you are fresh graduate, nothing like it. This is the right time to start your career. Okay, because it becomes difficult when you are coming from the another background. Okay, but if you are a fresh graduate, you have nothing to lose. You will learn from scratch, and uh, even companies prefer fresh graduates when they are hiring because you will be available at the less salary initially, and you also have nothing to lose. You are the fresh mind, right? Companies will utilize it. And if you are a career switcher, if you are working in a non-IT domain and you want to come to the SAP domain, then also this course will help you. But let me be very, very practical. In this all 4 scenarios, fresh graduates are the ones who will be preferred by the companies. Okay, SAP end users also will be preferred by the companies, but fresh graduates are the best one. And who will struggle? Let me be very clear, those who are doing the career shift. I'm telling you very clearly, it is not easy to come from the another background and start the SAP consulting. But at the same time, I don't want to demotivate you. There are a lot of examples, people who have done it. But definitely there is a struggle because you already are working in the industry, you are already getting some good salary, and now coming from that background to start working as a SAP beginner, definitely companies will not be able to give you that package, and that is the reason that will not motivate you. Okay, so if you are 100% sure that yes, even if I struggle for first few months, or if I need to compromise on my salary for the first 1 or 2 years, then go for SAP. But otherwise, if you are looking for I join the course and I will get the opportunities, that is not the case. If somebody is committing you that, if they are giving you false commitments, please be very careful. Okay, it is not so easy. Okay, now talking about this particular program. Okay, sorry, I think I'm speaking a lot because I wanted you to understand all these things. In the meantime, if you have any doubts, please keep on posting your doubts on the chat screen, or you can just click on raise my hand button. Right, so once I'm done with my explanation, I will go through each and every doubt. I will try to answer those questions. At the same time, I will also allow you to unmute yourself, okay, so that you can clarify all your doubts. Now, this particular program, what we are talking about, it will help you to understand the real-time business processes. As I told you, we don't directly enter into the SAP configuration screens. So we will first make you understand the business processes. Okay, for example, when we are talking about SAP FICO, we need to understand the accounting business processes like accounts payable, accounts receivable, general ledger accounting, asset accounting, enterprise structure, right? When you understand these basic business processes, then only it will make sense to explain you how SAP will help you manage these business processes. So first we will understand the business processes, then we will understand the configurations in the SAP screen, and then we will also understand the documentation. Right, so there are important documentations like what exactly is business blueprint, what is functional specification document, what is technical specification document, what is UAT document, what is end user manual. Right, so you will be able to understand those things when we go through those sessions. The sessions are going to be the mix of live and recorded classes. So let me be very clear, these are not 100% live sessions. Again, there are different modes of training. The one that I'm talking currently, I'm talking about the course which is starting from mid of July. Right, the mid of July we are starting the course which is the training plus internship program. In that program, our focus is not only I speak. Okay, it is not like I'm just taking the sessions and you are just listening. The focus is you utilize my live sessions plus the recorded videos. So we will be providing you high quality recorded videos. You can watch the videos as many number of times that you want, and at the end of the video, every video you will be having, you need to do the same activity what you have learned in the video. You are going to watch the video, you are going to take your notes, you are going to do all the activities that you have seen in the video, you are going to create your own documentation, and only when you complete that topic, we will go for the next set of sessions. So we will give you enough time for each and every topic to go through the video, take your notes, do the practice in the system, take the screenshots. We will verify those documents. Only after that, if you feel that yes, most of you in the batch have completed that task, we will move to the next task. So when we say training plus internship program, this is total 4 months of program, 2 months of training and 2 months of internship. Okay, now internship is optional. Those of you who are already working and you just want to learn, you can go for the training, okay, without internship. That option is also available if you want. Okay, and definitely all the skills will make you job ready. If you follow all these things properly, you will be job ready in the market. So what are the benefits why you should go for the internship? So definitely you don't need to learn only theoretically. We will make sure that the real work experience examples are provided to you. Okay, this will be also part of the normal training. Even if you don't go for the internship, you will get the knowledge as what exactly happens in the real work projects. Okay, but in addition to that, you will be able to work on the internship project. We will provide you the real client scenarios. Okay, you will be working under us. So me along with my team who are working in the industry, they know what exactly are the things demanded by the consultants or by the companies in the market. You will get an internship certificate after the completion of the course. Okay, after the completion of the internship, you will understand how to write a functional specification on your own. Okay, so we will provide you the task in which you need to write the functional specification. You need to create the configuration documents. You need to understand the end-to-end business process flow. So these are some of the additional points that you will get when you are doing the internship. Okay, understanding you will get as a part of training also, but you will be able to write on your own when you are doing the internship. What to expect and what not to expect. Maybe last two slides. So some of the points you will find repetitive, but I want to make it very, very clear what you can expect. So you can expect the real-time configuration skills, hands-on in the SAP FICO training. You will do the configurations like a real consultant. End-to-end implementation knowledge. So how the project looks like, what are the different phases of the project. Okay, what is Activate methodology, what is SAP SF methodology, whatever are the different documentations. Okay, what are the different documents created, as I told you. Blueprint, BPML, FS is functional specification, BPML is the sorry, business process. What is that? Sorry, just give me a minute. Process mapping, yeah, business process mapping. I forgot the full form, but this is also very important documentation. Then not only FICO, there will be some sessions on the integration between FICO, and SAP SD. You will be getting the mentorship from our side, okay, guidance from the expert SAP professionals. So as I told you, me as well as we have some other consultants working in our company who will be helping you in learning this, and wherever you have any doubts, we'll be able to help you there. At the end of the course, we will also help you in resume and interview preparation. Okay, so again, when I say resume preparation, definitely we are not going to write your resume, but we are going to definitely review your resume once you have completed based on what points we have asked you to update in the resume, right? So we will make sure that whatever resume you create, you send it to us and we will review it. Whatever points we are going to ask you to add or delete, according to that, we can have multiple versions of the resume. Interview preparation. Although there is no separate need for interview preparation, because whatever course you will go through, in each and every session I have explained what are the type of questions which can come in the interview. But in addition to that, we will be also providing you additional questions or additional videos which we have dedicatedly created for interview preparation. So there are around 8 to 10 hours of video recordings which will be given to you. If you understand the topics well, whenever you are going for the interview, if you just go through that PDF or if you go through that 8 to 10 hours of video recording, you would be 100% comfortable on the interview topics. But again, let me clarify one more important thing. What level interviews? I'm not saying that if you go for the interviews for 5 years SAP consulting experience, you'll be able to crack. Definitely not. I don't want to give any false commitments. You are learning the basics of SAP. Okay, this is the first course that you are learning. And in 2 months, you cannot become the expert and you cannot apply for the opportunities which requires 5 years of consulting experience. So you will be ready for the beginner role. Okay, role which is up to highest level 2 years of experience. Right? Beyond that, definitely not. Right? Let me be very, very practical with you. There are institutes who will say, okay, we will give you the offer letter, we will give you fake letters, fake this one, 5 years of experience. We don't do that. We don't do that very clearly. We help you to become a consultant, to have the knowledge which is minimum required in order to enter into the industry. You will only become expert when you start working in the industry. Okay, so when you work for around 4 to 5 years, then only you can call yourself an expert in SAP consultant. You cannot become a SAP consultant just going through my course. Right? You will have a good understanding so that you can jumpstart your career. That is my commitment. And obviously you will get the internship certificate. So obviously this will be only available if you go for internship plan. If you go for internship, which will help you to add the project experience to your resume. And very important, what not to expect. Number one, if you are expecting the complete live sessions, this course is not for that. If you want all live sessions, there is another batch which is starting in August. Right? It is a weekend batch. It is without internship. It is just a live session. Every Saturday, Sunday, we have the live sessions. So again, I'm not saying this is fit for you or not. So what I will like to say is, some of you who prefer internship over the live sessions, they can go for the internship batch. But some of you who are already working professionals and you prefer to learn during the live sessions, but you don't care about the internship because you are already having the hands-on experience. Okay, you are already working in the industry and even you don't have the time to spend on the internship. In that case, we have separate course for you, which is for live sessions, which will happen only on weekends. The sessions, as I told you, it is not 100% live. It would be the mix of live training as well as the videos, because the focus here is not just to deliver the training. Just I have done my session, I am done. That is not the focus. The focus is making sure that whatever you are learning, you are able to complete those tasks, you are able to complete those documentations. So more focus is on that. And sessions will be conducted. Some of the sessions I'll be conducting if I'm available, but even I'm working full time. So sometimes if I'm not available, some of my team member who are also SAP consultants, they will be also taking some of the sessions. We don't guarantee any jobs very clearly. We offer skill building, which means we will help you learn the topic. We don't give any guarantee of any placements. Okay, only you can take your own guarantee. We don't even know you, right? We will make sure that whatever is required from our side for succeed, we will do that. But how you are taking it, if you are not joining the sessions, if you are not completing the task, if you are not doing the assignments, if you are not following our instructions, definitely I cannot take your guarantee, right? So if you follow everything, definitely you will land a good job. But if you are not following, or because of your other background, if you are not getting enough opportunities, then definitely we cannot help, right? It is up to you to make sure that you are following the things properly and you are applying for the right opportunities. It is not an end user training, it is a consultant level training. So this is not only for end users. This is a consultant level training which will help you to configure, not just to post the entries in SAP. Okay, why I'm saying that is because some of the times I get some students who will say, why we are learning configuration? I applied only for end user training. I don't want to go for the configuration. It is wasting my time. Definitely not. So this course is not for end user. We don't have any end user courses available. This is a consultant level training. And my suggestion would be, if you are looking for the end user training, please change your mindset. End user is not going to take you anywhere. You need to become a consultant if you really want to grow in your career. Okay. Finally, shortcuts or dumb notes. It is not like we will provide you the notes, go through it. Okay, definitely not. As I told you, the training is going to be on the proper logic. Okay, all the things will be explained in the form of videos as well as the live sessions. Okay, and this is not a theoretical training. We teach you how to handle real world scenarios, not just exam based learning. So it is not only that I want to prepare for the certification exam, give me the shortcut. Definitely not. Even if you are certified, but if you don't know some practical aspects, definitely you will not be able to get a job. You will not be able to survive in the market. Okay, so just to summarize, last line, number one, SAP is our world's number one ERP. So for next 10-15 years, you will definitely find high paying jobs available all over the world. SAP FICO being the core module, all the companies who will implement SAP or all the companies who are already using SAP, they cannot go rid of SAP FICO. So SAP FICO is a very, very core module of all the companies, and that is the reason there will be always a higher demand in the market. Number three, coming to this course, what to expect? Good amount of learning from FI point of view, basics of CO. Mode, online sessions with me and my team, along with the videos, which are very well structured. Going through the videos, completing the activities, completing the documentation is what we expect from you. If you do it well, you will become a successful consultant. If you don't do it well, you will lose your time, right, and money. So that you need to decide whether you will be able to devote that much time and effort. What not to expect? Number one, very important, no job guarantee. It is you can only guarantee your job if you do the things properly. Okay, I think this one is more than enough. If you have any specific points apart from the discussion that we had, I am open for any type of questions, but I would recommend I will give the first priority to those questions which are related to the topic that we discussed. Okay, so I will now go through the chat screen. I will see if there are any questions from your side which are posted on the chat. You can keep posting your doubts on the chat screen, or if you want to unmute yourself, just raise your hand so that I know you have a doubt. I will allow you to unmute one by one. Okay, these are not the questions. Rohit is asking, is it mandatory to have a depth in coding knowledge for learning ABAP, or we can have basics of coding? So Rohit, that depends upon where are you taking the training from, because ABAP is something which we also do, and in our course we normally make it from basics, right? So even if you don't have the coding knowledge, our ABAP course will definitely help you to learn ABAP. But if you are applying for, let's say you are learning from some institute, you need to verify from them that whether a basic background is required before I enter into the ABAP, or I can learn directly this particular course from basics. Rohit is asking, is there any suggestion to become a techno-functional consultant? Definitely you can become a techno-functional consultant, but not when you are a beginner. Initially, your objective after this training should be to get a job in the thing that you have learned. One module, SAP FICO module itself is very strong to land you the job. And obviously, as I told you, you should never stop your learning. So after 2-3 years, once you become you have the good hold on SAP FICO, you can learn ABAP, you can learn HANA, you can learn Fiori, and you can try to become a techno-functional consultant. But definitely, I don't recommend someone who is completely new and trying to learn two things at the same time. Please don't do that. Learn one thing, get the job, spend 2-3 years in the job, and then learn the next module. Okay, even CO also. I don't recommend anyone to learn FI and CO in one go. If you are learning FI, spend 2-3 years in FI and then start learning CO. Naveen is saying, I have a doubt related to career switching. Yes, Naveen, go ahead with your doubt. Have you written on the chat screen, or you want me to unmute you? Okay, I will unmute Naveen. Just give me a minute. Yes, Naveen, you are unmuted from my side. You need to unmute yourself and go ahead with your doubt.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
I have a doubt relating to this career switching, sir. Right now, I'm working in the fund accounting domain, sir. My total work experience is like 3 years. And now I'm have taken the live training recorded classes from your institute. Like my question
Mhm.
is, after completing the course, if I want to try for a job, how to try for a fresher role, or as you discussed, like some of the institutes suggesting I have to show these 3 years experience as a SAP consultant, and try for that like 3 years experience required. Like how can
Mhm.
how do
So
I
Naveen, you said
proceed?
sorry, Naveen, you said you had the experience in accounting, right?
Yes, sir, fund accounting, like it's mutual funds and
Yeah. So as an end user, right? You are working as in the domain directly.
I'm working in investment banking side, sir. Like the mutual funds, private equity, hedge funds.
Yeah, yeah. So normally it is taken as a domain. So you have a domain
Yeah.
experience. You know how accounting works in that particular industry.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
sir.
yeah, so this is like normally the current situation is you are working. I will treat it as a business user, and now you want to transfer your career into the SAP consulting. Now, Naveen, to answer your question, it totally depends upon the company. Okay, I'll mute you. There is some background noise. Yeah. So it depends upon the company. There are some companies who will consider your accounting experience. Okay, they will take into account your experience, whatever experience you got, 2 3 years of experience in accounting. But there are some other companies who will say no, because this experience is not related to SAP directly, we cannot consider this experience. So you don't need to stop applying for those opportunities. If you are getting the opportunities where they are asking for 2 3 years of experience, just apply. Let them decide whether you are the right fit for them or not. Right? So there are some companies which will consider your experience. There are some other companies which will say, no, we cannot consider your experience because it is not directly related to SAP. So I know many companies, again, within the companies also, the manager decides whether your experience should be counted or not. So there is no hard and fast rule. It totally depends upon the requirement of the company. Okay, Naveen, just say yes on the chat screen, or just raise your another question on the chat screen if you have further doubt. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Naveen. I will go to the next one. Next one that I can see is Mohan. Would there be any similar weekend internship program available as we have college on the weekdays? So Mohan, as of now, we don't have any such plan, the training plus internship plan available on weekends, because there are different set of people. Some of you are interested only for live batch. Okay, some of you will say, no, I don't want to go with the internship as of now. I just want the live batch. That is the reason we kept these two options separate. But one good thing, in case if you are not able to join the weekdays batch, all the sessions are going to be recorded, right? So even if you miss the session, that doesn't mean that you will miss a lot of part. What you need to do is you just need to go through that recording, and whenever you have time. Okay, I forgot to tell you, our team will be available during our office hours, Monday to Saturday, right? Between maybe 9 to 9 p.m., 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to solve all your doubts. So anytime, whenever you are stuck, maybe in the SAP screen, you are not able to post something, you are getting some XYZ error, or you have any doubt to clarify, theoretical doubt to clarify, just post that on the WhatsApp group. We will create a WhatsApp group for all our students so that the answers can be given immediately, right? Even sometimes when we don't understand your question in detail, our team will connect to you on Google Meet immediately, and they will try to see your screen, what exactly you are doing wrong, and then and there they will try to provide you the solution. So in case, I'm not saying this is applicable to all, in case if you are really interested for the training plus internship batch, but you are worried whether I'll be able to attend the live session, because live session is not going to be happening on daily basis. I think that is also updated on our website. Just give me a minute, I will confirm the timings of the live session also. Just give me 1 minute. I will start sharing my screen once again. Yeah, please let me know if you are able to see my screen once again with full details. Can you see my screen? Okay. So this is the course that we are talking about. Okay, there are two courses. One is this course that we are talking about, training plus internship. And second course that I told you is completely live, is this live online course which is starting in August. Which one? This one. SAP S4 HANA Finance FICO online training, which is starting from 17th of August. So in case if you want to go with the internship batch, then you will go with this option. And this option is available in case if you want to join this sessions from classroom also. So those of you who are interested to come in classroom, do the practice, they can join from classroom. Those of you who are not in Pune and you don't want to travel to Pune for this course, you can do it online also. right? So here you can see the sessions. This you can see this is 4 months plan, and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. is normally the timings when I'm requesting you to do the practice, but it is flexible. Those of you who are coming to classroom, they should normally follow this time because my team will be available there so that they can try to resolve your doubts, your queries immediately. And then the sessions are going to happen only on Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. IST. Right? So even if you have a college, if you can attend this maybe 1 or 2 hours of session on Tuesday and Thursdays, or even if you miss some of the session, the recordings will be available. You can see all sessions will be recorded and recordings will be provided in case if you can't join or miss the live session. Okay, let me go back to the questions. I'm not sure, voice was breaking, maybe at your end because others are not completing. So let's proceed. Mukunda is asking, I am a senior SAP Analytics Cloud BPC consultant with okay, that is good. No much exposure to FICO. I want to complete the training in the month or so. Is it okay, even the recorded session? Yes. So those of you who don't have time to join the live session, who even don't have time to join the weekdays or weekend batch, they can also go for our recording sessions. Our recording sessions are also available, Mukunda. So simply what you need to do is you can purchase immediately now itself and you can start learning through videos. So you can see here video courses. If you go to the courses section, video courses, these are all the video courses. So you want to go for financial accounting, you can go through this. Since you are already experienced, if you also want to go for SAP CO, you can see this is a detailed SAP CO course. Right, so all these three modes are available. If you want only recording, that is also possible. If you want recording plus live session with internship, that is also possible. If you want 100% live session, that is starting from August.
Sir,
Yes.
so what is the difference between recorded batches and live batches?
Recording is you will get the recording of the actual session which are already completed. Okay, I will show you the example. See, for example, if you purchase this course, financial accounting course, immediately after purchase you will be able to go to this access content and you will be able to access the videos of the latest batch that we have completed. So you can see January 25 batch which we completed in April. If you just click on view details, you'll be able to see all the videos of the sessions, actual sessions which has happened in January batch. So what is enterprise structure, how company code, what exactly is that, what is chart of account, right, in accounts payable, account receivable. This videos will be available immediately to you. When it comes to the
Sir,
live session, you will be provided with the videos, but in addition to that, each and every topic will be discussed in the weekend batch. So
server
in
नहीं है ना, sir?
server, we don't include by default in the videos batch because normally those guys who purchase only videos, they are the working professionals. They already have their own company server which they can use. But if you want the server, that is available at the extra charges. In online batch as well as internship batch, the server cost is already included. So you will be getting the server for 3 months. In case of live batch, 3 months, and in case of internship batch for 4 months.
And other services like interview preparation and certification भी include नहीं है ना उसमें?
Which certificate? See, internship certificate definitely is not included. Course completion certificate is available in all the three modes. You go for video, you go for live, you go for internship. The course completion certificate is same. Okay, but it will just mention there that you have completed the course through video based or live batch or internship batch.
Resume and interview preparation?
Resume we support. It is not restricted to only internship. Resume, we always encourage you to, as I told you, we will provide you some sample resume. We will ask you to update your resume with the help of that sample resume, and you can share with us so that we can review it. From the interview preparation point of view, what we normally do, interview preparation video, we just ask you to provide us one review on Google. If you provide that review, you can select any one course for free. There are 3-4 courses which are created for additional learning. you can just give us the review and take any course. There are courses like certification exam preparation, interview preparation, end-to-end implementation. There are short courses which you will get once you provide us the review. So there is no extra charge for that for our own students.
It means live बैच का कंटेंट और रिकॉर्डिंग बैच का कंटेंट सेम रहेगा.
Content will be same. You go for any mode, the content will be same. Only thing is when you are going for the internship, in internship there will be more focus on providing you the real scenarios and asking you to complete that on time. But otherwise,
Okay.
video content and live content are exactly same. Okay, the only difference is in video, you need to be very disciplined to go through the video on your own pace. In case of live training, the sessions are going to happen every weekly on Saturdays and Sundays, and you can clarify your doubts during the session itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay, even if you go for video based, that doesn't mean that we don't solve your doubts. You can post your questions on the WhatsApp. You can also join our on-demand live sessions, and we have the doubt clarification sessions every Friday for video-based students also. So if you are joining as a video or you are joining as a live, there is a support system. You can raise your doubt and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go to the next one. I think I completed Mukund's question. This one, right? Next one is from Rajaram. I'm looking for this course for certificate SAP. That is fine. I prefer the full live classes in weekend. What about SAP online access? Yes, Rajaram. So if you want to go for full live class, it is starting from August, right? I told you 17th of August is a starting date. And yes, it includes 3 months of server access. You will get 3 months of server access if you go for the live batch. Ravi is asking, may I know how many days we can be able to access the FICO videos and SAP access for weekend batch? The videos will be available to you for the period of 1 year, irrespective of you join only video course, online course, or internship course. The videos will be available for 1 year from the date of start. And server, it depends. As I told you, if you are joining only videos, there is no server. If you are joining live batch, because the duration is 3 months, you will get 3 months server access. And for internship batch, the duration is 4 months, so you will get 4 months server access. Okay, weekend batch, if it is very straightforward question, 3 months. SAP access for 3 months. एनएल इज आस्किंग सर, मैंने दूसरा इंस्टीट्यूट लिया था फीको के लिए, लेकिन अब आपको ज्वाइन करना चाहता हूँ, क्या मैं आपकी वीडियो सीरीज? यस, एज आई टोल्ड यू एनएल, यू कैन गो थ्रू द वीडियो session also, because you are not new, you are not completely new, you already gone through the course, you want to repeat, so you can definitely go for videos. It is not necessary to go for live session. Is there any assistance in the global SAP certification? Yes, as I told you, whenever I'm going to talk about any particular topic, in that topic itself, normally I cover what are the questions which can come in the certification exam and what are the questions which will come in the certification exam. Okay, interviews as well as certification exam. In addition to that, if you specifically want to prepare for the certification exam, as I told you, normally we just ask your one request that please provide us the review. And once we get the review, we ask you to purchase any of this course 100% free. Right, so I'll tell you which are the courses which we offer when you provide us the review. So we have created the specific courses on end-to-end implementation, interview preparation, and certification exam preparation. You can see this certification exam preparation. Okay, and this should be done after the course, not now. Once you complete your course, you can provide us the review. Whatever is your review, we are not asking you for 5-star. Definitely you will give 5-star, we know, but after your review, you can tell us which course you want, we'll provide it you for free. Can you tell about the internship briefly, more about this topic, please? Yes. So as I told you, the internship, the whole objective of internship is once you learn the concept, once you have done the practice on your own, now we will tell you what kind of things are required in the real-time project. So we will give you simulated errors. Okay, what do you mean by simulated errors? You already understood what is AP. You already understood how the vendor is created, how the invoices are posted, how the payments are made, what are the partial payments, what are the down payments, what are the automatic payments. But now we will not tell you in SAP terms, because when you are working on the projects, if you are a senior consultant, obviously, your client will not know what SAP is. They will just give you the random requirement. They will tell you the scenario. They will tell you, I have my vendor. He is asking me to make the advance payment before I uh, send the material. How should I do this in SAP? This I have given you the very simple example. Let's say another example. I have a requirement that whenever I give the advance to my supplier, I don't want to post this advance in my normal reconciliation GL. I want to post in another GL. How this will be treated in SAP? So you need to understand that he is actually asking about the spatial GL indicator. He is actually talking about the down payment. So these kind of simulated exercises will be given to you as a part of internship. Okay, so that we verify your knowledge that you are not only learning SAP and learning the SAP terminologies, you are learning the business terminologies that the business users will speak to you. Right? So these are just two examples. We have created a list of around 200 such doubts, such questions, which can come from the business in the implementation project. Similarly, we have created another list of errors that we get in the support project. So we will create one error, we will do something wrong in SAP, and we will tell you to resolve this now. Okay, so when you resolve, you will get confidence that, okay, this is how it is resolved. On top of that, there are some tools. Okay, Teams, Microsoft Teams. When you work on the project, every company use Teams or any other chat device, chat tool. Jira, which is a ticketing tool, right? So these are some of the examples which we will introduce to you in the internship batch. This is not something which we do in the video-based training and live training. In video-based training and live training, the focus is on SAP. But when you go through this internship, you will get a simulated exercises that you need to complete and which will give you more confidence. And that is the reason I told you normally internship will be preferred by those guys who have less experience. Okay, if you are already working in a company, if you already know Teams, if you are already working as an end user, you already know how the consultants work, you already know the terminologies which are used by the business, then you may not go for the internship. You can go for the live batch or the video based training to understand the SAP terminologies. Hope I cleared your doubt. I'm not able to see your name. It is just showing attendee to me. What more will it include? Okay, I think you're talking about internship. I think that is clear. Naveen, I already unmuted you. I think this was before that. Shubham is asking, I have 9 months of job gap and I have total 5.5 years of genuine experience. Can I get a job with experience as a FICO consultant? Now, let me tell you one thing. Anyone who is present here, your age is 20 or your age is 80. Okay. Whether I will get a job or not, that totally depends upon where you are applying. Okay. What kind of roles you are looking for. Right. So there is no hard and fast rule that, okay, this is a criteria. I will only get the job when this criteria matches. No. There are examples, okay, of very, very senior guys who are also doing SAP consulting. In my network itself, I know people who are 65 plus, they are retired from their main job. Now they are doing the contract kind of opportunities in Middle East. I know such people. I know people, my students itself, who are less than 20 years of age and they are also doing SAP consulting. There are people with 5 years gap, they are also doing SAP consulting. So there is no hard and fast rule. So 9 months of gap doesn't mean that your SAP career is gone. You can definitely find a job in SAP consulting, provided you are applying for the right companies. Again, when I say right companies, it doesn't mean that I know which are the right companies. Right company means who don't care what is your experience, who don't care how much gap you have. They only care that whether you are having the knowledge that is required in the company in order to perform your job. That is more important for the companies. I know there are some companies who will unnecessarily take a lot of prerequisites that this should match, that should match. But there are 80% of the companies, they don't care what is your background, whether you are done BTech or you are done whatever, or you have 5 years of gap. They only care is that whether you are the right fit for the job to be performed. Okay. Rohit is saying, actually, I splitted the time into 2 halves. In the first half, I will practice SAP FICO, and second half, I want to learn some. I don't recommend, Rohit. My first priority would be you do your FI practice well. If you are already trained on SAP FICO, please concentrate on SAP FICO, get a job, and then only look for something else. Then only go for any other learning. Believe me, if you are not able to find the job in SAP FICO, you do 5 modules also, you will not get a job. If you really want to get a job, make sure that one skill you know very well and you are applying for the opportunities. Right? So focus on one thing at a time. Don't unnecessarily go for multiple things. Mukunda is asking, is training helpful for clearing FICO certification? There is a separate certification for FI, which I already answered earlier. This course will definitely help you to pass SAP FI exam. If you want to go for CO certification, there is a separate course for advanced CO. So there are two separate certificates. FI certificate is different, CO certificate is different. What we are going to learn in this batch is FI. What is the best SAP standard practical approach as a FICO consultant for different type of projects? What is the best SAP standard practical approach? I'm not getting your question. These are all the different type of projects that you will be working. Okay, so even if you want to work on migration, upgradation, rollout, implementation, you need to learn the basics. Right? So after going through this course, you'll be able to work on any of these projects. But again, not independently. As I told you, this course is not going to make you expert in implementation, in migration, in upgradation, in rollout. Any company, when they are going to hire you as a beginner, they are not expecting you to be the expert. You will be helping the senior consultants in these kind of projects. And slowly, after 4 or 5 years of experience, you will be confident enough. So there will be junior consultants who will be working under you. Okay. If I give you the example, it is just like a CA, chartered accountant. If I completed my CA degree, does it mean that on day one itself I'll become a CA expert? Definitely not. You need to do the internship under the CAs, right? They will, maybe initially 1 or 2 years, they may ask you to do a very basic activities. But slowly you will become an expert and you can take your own clients. Navya is saying, I have a question on SAP FI certification. Yes, Navya, let me see if I can unmute you. Yes, you are unmuted from my side. Go ahead. Just unmute yourself.
Hi, yeah. So my question is like I have around 7.5 years of experience on SAP FICO. So I got a career break for 2 years. I just I just took the program of SAP FICO certification. So far, I didn't do any certifications. So since the job market is very tough in the UK, so planning to go for certification that will help any further for job searching. So I need advice on whether I should go for associate level or professional level certification on SAP FICO. So I'm watching some videos like people are saying one should go for professional certification only if they have like multiple implementation project experience and also like migration. So I just need advice on what certification I should go for.
Okay, so tell me one thing, Navya. You have around, you said 7 years of experience. Was it on ECC or S4 HANA?
It's on ECC, but I'm going through some SAP S4 HANA program. But
Mhm.
whatever I've learned so far, the functionality is same. Just I mean, the concept is same, but the functionality is a little bit different from ECC to S4 HANA.
Mhm.
Um,
So
so, but
concept will
most of
always
the
be the same.
experience on
The concept will not change. It is all about functionality. SAP is a software, right? It will not
okay,
change the accounting. It will only change the functionality, how it is done in SAP, right?
right, right.
So my,
So
my
I have
question to you
experience
is,
mostly on ECC only.
okay, so maybe I just want to ask you a few questions. Just say yes or no, then I'll be able to guide you. You know how customer windows are created in SAP?
Yes.
SAP S4 HANA, sorry.
Yes, yes.
You know BP, how it works, configuration and all?
Yeah, configuration I know.
Okay. You know what are the different type of ledgers in S4 HANA?
Ledger concept I'm still not sure in S4 HANA.
Okay. You know what is universal journal in SAP S4 HANA?
If you're referring to AC Doka, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, EC itself. So you have the basic understanding. What I understand is you have the basic understanding of SAP S4 HANA. Uh, my personal advice will be, don't directly go with the professional level certification, because anyways, if you are registering for the certification, this one subscription, it allows you around 3 subscriptions. If you, I think it is better to go with that 3 or 6 subscription model and first complete the associate part. Okay, once you do the associate, then you have a confidence that now I just need to learn from the system conversion point of view, because professional level, it is not only FI. It has some questions on CO, it has a lot of questions on system conversion. So my recommendation would be start with associate and then go for professional level.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Because see, if I be very, very practical with you, companies don't care whether you are associate or professional certified, right? They only care whether you are certified or not. I have done my professional
Um,
certificate in 2017. Nobody, none of the company, I'm working with multiple companies, I have never shown this certificate to anyone, because for them, it is about my experience, right? So if you have the experience, because of gap only, you need the certificate. So I don't feel there is any difference between associate and professional to get certified. I would rather prefer, if you really want to get certified, get it certified in FI first. And with 7.5 years of experience, you should also consider going for the CO certificate.
okay. Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next one. If anyone is from my team, let me see. Govind, Adarsh, anyone from your side? Govind, are you there on the call? Okay. If not, I will do that. At the end of the session, I will share the links with you so that you don't miss out. Yes. Mayuri is asking, actually, I have career gap. So will this be helpful for me after gap? But I have a finance background and I'm interested in doing SAP FICO. Just give me 1 minute. Huh? Yes. I'm not sharing my screen as of now. If it is required, I'll share. I will go through the questions. So Mayuri, yes, as I told you, even if you have gap and you want to start your career in SAP consulting, there are companies who will not consider your gap as long as you are right fit for the companies. Okay, if you have any further doubt, you can either raise your hand or you can just type your question. I will answer that. Naveen is asking, is there any impact of AI on SAP in long run? Definitely. There is nothing in the market today which is not going to be impacted by AI. But that doesn't mean that we should stop learning everything because AI is going to replace everything. So if you learn SAP FICO, slowly you will also learn how to utilize AI in SAP FI. Okay, so definitely I will not say no, AI is not going to impact SAP. Definitely it will impact. And SAP is also investing a lot on AI. So more you learn, more you will be dependent in the market. NL is asking, what is the main role of SAP consultant? SAP consultant is responsible to ensure that the companies who are using SAP, they are able to utilize it properly. If the user is facing any issues on day-to-day basis, they will reach out to SAP consultant to resolve those issues. Mohan is asking, I was talking in specific about the internship. Mohan, maybe I will allow you to unmute. I'm not able to understand your doubt. Yes, Mohan, you are unmuted from my side. Mohan, you need to unmute yourself if you are still here. Okay, in the meantime, I will go to this. Veda is asking, is any further discount on the course including internship? No, the discounts are already there mentioned in the website, and these discounts are applicable till 28th June. Right, so the prices are going to be updated after 28th June. Okay, those of you who are not clear with the fee structure, let me just show you the fee structure also. Just give me a minute. What I'll do is I will post all the course related links on the chat screen so that you can go through them. So I just now entered the link related to internship batch. Okay, I will do the same for live batch also, which is starting in August. This is live weekend batch. And the third link which I will share with you is the video course. Okay, all the prices are mentioned over there, all the things, what is included, what is not included. You'll be able to see everything very transparently. Okay, all the links are on the chat screen now. Prasanjit is asking what is the course fee, and I think that is already provided. For EMIs and all, I don't want to commit. You can directly reach out to my team. I will also provide you the number of my team. So if you have any further doubts, you can reach out to them and they will try to provide you the details. Mohan is asking, I am the third year BTech CSE student. What would be the ideal time to take up this course and internship? We are allowed to do the internship in the fourth year. So Mohan, it is up to you. If you feel that you have time now, you can do it now. If you feel that, okay, today I will take the training and I will take the internship later, we can discuss about that also. Okay, so you can just WhatsApp us on the number that I have provided and we can discuss. Mukunda is asking again about the system access. I think this was asked before I clarified. So with video course, no system access. With live batch, 3-month server access. And with internship batch, 4-month server access. Navya is asking, I think Navya we already clarified. Yes, your point was already clarified. Let's go to the next one. Rajaraman is asking the same thing. I think I already provided the 3 links. You are asking about the fees. Okay, you are asking about the cost of the server. Server cost is 1500 per month. Okay, it is not included in the video course. So if you want the server access, it is 1500 for 1 month and 4000 for 3 months. Yeah. Balakrishna is asking what type of help is provided with respect to certification if I take video course. As I told you, for certification, all 3 courses are same. Same support will be provided to you. You take a video course or you take a live batch or you take a internship batch. From the certification exam point of view, all those questions are discussed in the session. On top of that, as I told you, if you give us the review after completion of your course, you will get 1 course for free. Review will be provided on the Google screen that we will share with you once you register. We don't want the fake reviews. We don't want you to give the review now. Right? You have not seen our services. See our service, then give us the review. What is the cost of certification exam? That differs country to country. Veda. So most of the countries, it is around 20,000 per attempt. One attempt exam around 22,000. In India also, it used to be 22,000, but there are some changes. And that is the reason I don't want to comment now because those are in discussion. Right? So in India, normally forget about the cost. They are now saying that certification is not mandatory to enter into the job market. Because certifications, they are saying, will be only provided when you are already working on a job. So more importantly, certification is not important for the company. It is the hands-on skill that you will learn during the course that will help you to get the job. Govind is asking, overall I have 10 years of experience. Right now I am in semi-IT role for last 3 years. Shall I use my last 3 years of experience into SAP consultation and join into the new organization with the help of your course? As I told you, Govind, I don't prefer to show the fake experience, but it is completely up to you. After completion of the training, if you feel that you will be able to give the justice to 3 years of role, you can go ahead. But my recommendation is, normally when you are writing 3 years of experience, the companies are not going to ask you on the SAP terminologies. Rather, they will ask you what you have done in the project. Right? So it is very difficult to show something fake and without knowing what exactly is done in the real-time project. Sir, will I be working on any implementation project on the live projects? Not during the training, definitely. And even the internships are going to be on the dummy projects. Okay, we cannot give you the actual projects where we are working as a for the customers. That is definitely not allowed, and we don't want to take that risk. Rajaraman is asking, what is the difference between SAP S4 HANA Public Cloud Finance and SAP S4 HANA FICO? So public cloud is a new product from SAP. There are some changes when it is compared to finance, but my recommendation is it is something which should be taken only for SAP FICO consultants. If you are entering into the industry, don't worry about the public cloud. Go with the basic one. Yes, Mohan, go ahead if you have any doubt. So I can see there are 3 hands raised. Any one of you, I will unmute all of you. NL, I think you already clarified earlier. If you still have any doubt, go ahead. And Arun, you are also unmuted from my side. If you have any further doubts, please go ahead. Arun, anything from your side? You need to unmute yourself. Okay, I cannot see anything. Others, are you able to hear me clearly? Okay. Okay then, so I think those are the doubts on the chat screen. Those of you who still have the doubts, you can type on the chat screen or please raise your hand so that I know I need to unmute you or I need to clarify that doubt. If you have any further doubts which you don't want to ask now, you can WhatsApp us on our number that has been provided. It is in office, so we'll not be able to revert today, but definitely my team will revert to those messages tomorrow. Okay then, thank you all. Hope to see you in the session. Bye for now.